Hey everybody, it's Derek with Hi-Fi Resale Shop. Welcome back. We had a pretty good weekend of sales, and we want to show you what we sold over the weekend. Sold some interesting items. CDs, which the last time we did a video there were no CD sales, so that was interesting. But that I'm kind of getting this area up and running. I did take some photos the other day for the first time in a couple of weeks. I took photos, and I did this stack of CDs, this stack of CDs the other day, because I did get my light station up and running over here, right out of view here. And I got that up and running, so I was able to take some photos. The office, which I was used to be in, is now I'm working on putting a floor in. Whatever they call it, LVP or whatever, luxury vinyl flooring. So putting that in there right now. I did work on that most of the day yesterday, and then we got some sales, so we're gonna have to package this stuff up and get it out of here today. Pretty good stuff for the most part, and we'll show you that stuff. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, it was an interesting weekend for sure. I sold something on eBay to somebody in Kentucky. They're going to come and pick it up in person, and it kind of throws off the totals of everything. So I sold 22 items over the course of the weekend for a total of $3,000.89. That is including shipping and all the eBay fees. I know for the really large item that was sold, which was a couch, there's like $500 in eBay fees on that. So don't, I'm not trying to blow smoke in people's eyes about like how much I'm making and whatever from this stuff. Just know that there are a lot of fees associated with selling a couch on eBay, and you're like, why are you selling a couch on eBay? I tried to sell it on Cherish. I tried to sell it on Marketplace. I sold the chairs on Marketplace last week for $2,500. It was a pair of Stickley Mission style recliners that were practically brand new. I sold them for $2,500, and we had to split that with somebody else. So that happened, and then we sold the couch this weekend. So that's that. Let me see. The couch sale was for $2,500, and they paid $150, I think, in tax or whatever on it. So the total transaction was $2,650. So that was one of the things we sold. So we sold 22 items for $3,089. 3,089. Hold on, let me do the math here. So that would come out to be $439 for 21 items over the course of the weekend. Not bad, not groundbreaking, but we're gonna get back into this. When I mean we, I mean I'm gonna get back into this as soon as I get that room finished. I might start working on another house improvement project, but it shouldn't tear me away from eBay quite so drastically. So let me get these last two things that sold, and then I'll be right back with you to show you everything that sold. Hold on. Okay, so I got those items. The first item that sold is a Calvin Klein dress shirt, button down dress shirt, size extra large, 17 neck, 34, 34.35. Isn't that the arm? I'm not pretty sure that is. So this Calvin Klein shirt sold, and this sold for $12.99. Dress shirts. You got to make sure that there's no staining around the collar. Some guys don't sweat up here. A lot of guys do, and you get staining up there. And then you got to check the armpits. So one of Lindy, she's my wife. When we used to go to the thrift store and we used to buy like $800 of product at a time to resell, one of the things was that we wouldn't buy anything white. It would just get kicked out of the cart. I mean, because the lighting in there was so bad that we could never tell, and we would get it home unless it was something like a luxury brand item that we were willing to like take it home and see if it was indeed no stains or whatever on it. So that's just something to keep in mind. Sometimes lighting is kind of better now than it was in most places, but you got to be really careful with white. You always get it home and there's a stain, unless you get it for like 10 cents, then just don't worry about it. Just pick it up. 25 cents, pick it up. The next item is these Aeropostale Ashley skinny low denim blue jeans, like a Mrs. size 1.5 or 1.2. I'm not sure. I can't see inside there right now, but it's an extra small, so I would say like a half. It's a half, probably. So these sold for $8 plus shipping on top. Aeropostale, out of all the mall brands, probably not going to get the best return on your investment for that stuff. Try and find a bin to put this in. Hold on. Don't really want to throw stuff on the floor. I'll throw it in that bin. I spent a lot of time in here like 3 or 4 days ago trying to put stuff away, and I actually got a lot of my shipping supplies over here now. It's really organized. I like it. I do think I'm gonna have to get like some sort of little itty bitty table here to maybe pack on, because I don't want to do it over here. I want this available to like list and everything. So I have an idea for a table, but we'll see. What's you want to have your packing table near your shipping supplies, so that would work over there. The next item that sold is this dress from Laundry, Shelly Siegel, black sequined. What does it say? Body contour sheath dress, size 2, extra small. So it's got some faux leather on the shoulders, and it's got this beading at the top. When it has beading, you gotta be careful and make sure that it has all its beads and stuff, or people aren't gonna be happy with you. And then faux leather, you want to make sure it's in a climate controlled area so that it doesn't disintegrate. But it's an interesting dress. So that dress sold for $12.74 plus shipping on top. The next item that sold was this vintage American Airlines first class blue small cosmetic bag with leather accents. I have another one of these. It just doesn't have this little leather piece, if that even is leather. I don't know. But this sold for $14.99 plus shipping on top. The next item that sold is the Stickley Mission Style Powered Leather Recliner, black leather with chestnut side pieces, wood side pieces, and it's sold for $2,500. The person's going to come from Kentucky to pick it up. We're arranging pickup as we speak right now. He's been contacting me through Facebook Messenger. I mean, eBay Messenger. So we'll get that taken care of. But it sold for $2,500. The next item that's sold is this Kenneth Cole skirt. I don't know what you would call this pattern. I don't know what that pattern is. It's brown with green and purple, floral A-line skirt. It's a A-line lined skirt, size 10, medium, used. $5 plus shipping on top. It's been around a while. Happy to see it go to a new home. The next item is this vintage Pyrex Orchard Brown Ombre 1.5 quart with lid ovenware. So it's got its lid. The paint is pretty good on this. I guess this breaks all the time, which makes a lot of sense because it won't stay on this thing. If you try to pick it up with one hand, it flies that way. So that Pyrex sold for $11 plus shipping on top. There's $9.53 in shipping on that. So I think we should be fine with the shipping. It was in my pile of stuff to remove to go into a garage sale because I didn't really want to ship it for less than the $15 it was up for, and I knew there would be an offer for less, and sure enough, that's what happened. So, but we will get it to the person who wants it because I never did take it out of the system. So the next item is $3.83 black Ann Taylor Loft black flat front dress pant slacks, size 12, large, 31 waist. So these sold for $18.74 plus shipping on top. That was a pretty good sale. The next item I wasn't able to find, and I'm not gonna dig for it. If I come across it, because I got, you know, a stack of CDs over here. You can see this stack here of CDs. This is that stack is 3 deep. There's probably 40 CDs in a stack. And if I see it anywhere, I'll certainly pick it up and ship it out. But I also got some CDs over here in a carrier. But if I see it, I'll throw it in a mailer. But I don't think I'm going to find it. So it's a Tim McGraw, self-titled, his first album, country music, 1993. It was new. That's the key. Hold on, I'm going to grab it. So that was the key. It was new. It was in the new section, not in the used section. So Tim McGraw. Okay, $5.99 plus shipping on top for that. My camera just cut off for I don't know why. The next item that sold was this book. It's like a paperback book. It has Sex Education Failed Our Teenagers. It's a research book, new 1990 paperback. It is in perfect condition. It's new. And it doesn't have any broken creases, like it hasn't been opened. And it's sold for $8 plus shipping on top. I've had that for 3 years probably up. So that's good. I like this next item that sold. It's somebody got a steal of a deal on this. So it was this Calvin Klein leather. What's it? Calvin Klein black vegan leather, which means not leather. Motorcycle jacket coat, extra large. So it's got these gold accents on it, and it's got like a texture to it. It's in practically new condition, and it sold for $29.99. Great pickup for somebody. I'm glad that they got a really good item. There's $14 on shipping on it, so I might make a couple bucks on the shipping as well. I'm not sure. The next item that sold are these J. Crew Favorite Fit green 100% cotton cropped capri jeans pants, size 2 small. These sold for $18.74. That's a good sale right there. The next item that sold was some lounge pants. These have like a beachy vacation home type of look on them. These Sleep Sense Blue Coastal Villa sleepwear lounge pants with elastic waist, extra large. These sold for $10 plus shipping on top. The next item was another CD, another new CD. So it's a 2 CD set, the Essential Billy Joel. And it's got all the great ones on here. Piano Man, Captain Jack, The Entertainer. My personal favorite is Miami 2017, which I don't know, is it a foretelling of what's happening right now in the world? New York State of Mind, Moving Out, My Life, It's Still Rock and Roll to Me, She's Got Away, An Innocent Man, Uptown Girl, The Longest Time. I caught my 11-year-old daughter. She was listening to Uptown Girl the other day. And she was like, I really like this song. And we tried to show her other songs by Billy Joel, and now she's been listening to Piano Man and stuff. So a lot of really good songs on there. Sold for $8.24 plus shipping on top. 2 CD set right there. The next item is another CD. It is the Finest Masterpieces in Pop and Rock. And this is pretty good too. This sold for $6.74. Somebody's getting a steal of a deal. It's got Bohemian Rhapsody from Queen on it. It's got Moody Blues, Nights in White Satin. It's got Black Magic Woman by Santana. Let's see. Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler. It's got Baker Street by Jerry Rafferty. That's one of my favorite songs. American Pie by Don McLean. Atlantis by Donovan. Crimson and Clover by Tommy James and the Shondells. You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet by BTO. The Wait by The Band. Let's see here. It's 3 CDs, so it's got a lot on here. You Can Do Magic by America. Mr. Tambourine Man by the Byrds. You Lost That Lovin' Feeling by the Righteous Brothers. Take 5 by Dave Brubeck Quartet, which I really love that. It's got the theme from Shaft by Isaac Hayes. So a ton of music on that one. Really awesome 3 CD set right there. A lot of really good music on there. Next one is an Old Navy maternity black scoop neck long dress. It's a XXL. To be honest with you, I sell clothes and I still don't understand the 2XL, XXL thing. Maybe I'm too stupid to understand it, but I tried to have somebody explain it to me when I was at Old Navy, and somebody above me, like somebody in the, couldn't even explain it well to me. So it's just a straight dress here, black dress, and it sold for $6.74 plus shipping on top. I'm sure that got picked up when I worked over at Old Navy. I'm not sure. The next item that sold was a pair of Spanx. Okay, so pant 271. Spanx white flared skinny stretch denim jeans pants, small 28 cotton blend. So it's that is what sold, and these sold for $17.99 plus shipping on top. The next item that sold was this audiobook by P.J. O'Rourke from 2010 called Peace Kills, America's New Fun Imperialism. And it sold for $5.99 plus shipping on top. The next item that sold is the Secret Treasures Mint Green Floral Duster Pajama Nightgown. It's new with tags. I think, what is that? Secret Treasures. I think Secret Treasures might be a Walmart brand. I'm not sure. $7.99 plus shipping on top. I don't remember where I got that from. The next item is another CD. It's got a lot of water damage. You can see how wavy the art is on both the front and the back. I disclosed that when I put it up. The CD itself is in great condition, but so this is Dee Dee Wild, Get a Wave, R&B, soul, hip hop, pop, 1992. I put in the title Defect because of the art. I just don't want somebody complaining about it after the fact. $6.99 plus shipping on top for that. And then the next item is this sweater. It's a long sleeve red Cold Creek medium full front zip sweater cardigan, and it's $12.74 plus shipping on top. It's a pretty good sweater sale now that we're going into summer. So, and then the next thing that sold was this. Get these strings down here. It was a it was this corset, extra large, cosplay, costume, Machantes, lace up, ivory, and I think this is this fabric pattern in the fabric is called a jacquard. So I just didn't get that in the title, but it's got long laces. It's in pretty good condition as corsets go for cosplay. And that sold for $29.99 plus shipping on top. That is everything that sold via eBay over the weekend. Let me show you. Let's go through a few things that I bought over the weekend at garage sales. So this box here, I like to put them in a box, and then I write on the box where I got it from and how much I spent. Just so later when I put it up, I have some kind of information of what I did. This was an estate sale. I spent $37 there on this stuff. There was a couple of CDs that I bought. I bought them because they didn't pull up when I looked them up. So this guy, Daydream by Lewis Ross, the Blues Cruise, 6 o'clock blues, and it's got a signature on the front. I have this one, Hurry Sundown, and I've sold this one. So I'm gonna see. This is new and sealed, and this is also new and sealed. There's two of them, so I don't know if I'll be able to sell it again. But and then this one was a 2-disc Allman Brothers, the Fillmore concert. I've never seen this before, so I looked it up. It was over $11, so I grabbed it. I bought this game box. It doesn't have a game in or anything. It's got some of the posters and such in there for the Sega Genesis. I bought it. Thought it might be worth something. It's actually not worth a whole lot, so I might just give it to a game person, and let them try and sell it if they want to or whatever. It's cool because it's Bulls Lakers too. I mean, it's got, you can see Michael Jordan's back of his head right there. B.J. Armstrong, Scottie Pippen shooting over Vlade Divac. And then right here behind B.J. Armstrong is Magic Johnson. So that's just my childhood right there. So the next thing I got is a Sony Handycam DCR DVD 105. So it takes like a disc. It records onto a disc thing. So I thought that was interesting. Haven't tested it out or anything. We'll see if it still works. I mean, it probably does. It's not that old of a system, but we'll see. Then we got, these are J. Jill, like stretch pants, leggings, kind of, a maroon color. This white shirt is Perry Ellis. I think I got this thinking that I could sell it, or is it, it's a large, so I couldn't fit into it. So I'm going to try and sell that. I just told you that I don't buy white, but there I bought white. Calvin Klein jeans, 2932 straight leg. Probably women's, even though it has both of those numbers on it. I will figure it out, because most of this is women's clothes. That Perry Ellis thing is men's, but I'm all over the place. This is Chico's Synergy, so it's like a little light windbreaker. Full zip front with a hood and then hood on it. This is GAHARU Garou. It just feels quality. The zippers are nice and shiny and quality there. It just felt like a quality item. So that, this purple Karen Kane medium blouse. So that. This says Donna Morgan for Maddie. It's a size 10. And it's just a red blazer with a bunch of embroidery on the front. Got this Explorer Academy Tiger's Nest. It's brand new. It's never been opened. So I think it comped out at like $14. I got this Michael Kors. They look like cropped pants. They got the little thing on the back. And let's see, these are Dana Bachman, so that's a Kohl's brand. And these are shorts, or Bermuda shorts, but they're new with tags, so that's why I picked them up. This is a skirt from Ann Taylor, and it is a 6. This is your basic skirt. Renard. These are brown stretch pants, probably cropped. Sometimes you can't tell until you get them on the mannequin. These are like Bermuda short. These are Styling Company. They're small. They're just a basic black one. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 items for, I think it was $37. $37.50. So that comes out to $1.87 item for that group of things from an estate sale. And let's go to the animal part of the show. So let's say hi to Biscuit. Come on, bring Biscuit over here. So Biscuit wants to say hi. Say hi, Biscuit.
Hi.
Hi, Biscuit. And what, she 3 months old at this point?
I think so.
Yeah, 3 months old. So got rid of her worms. She's all better.
Hopefully.
We got to learn how to pee in the right places and poop in the right places. But this is Biscuit. Biscuit. All right. That's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. We are at over 850 subscribers, but we would like more.
We need millions and millions.
Okay, millions and millions is what you said. So tell your friends, let them know about the channel if you like what you hear, are interested in what you see. Remember to, Jesus wants to have a relationship with you. So find a good Bible-based church and open up the Bible, read it a little bit, and get in God's Word. Other than that, we'll see you next time. Remember, when you are out of the thrift store and you see that really cool item, remember, give yourself a self high five. See you later.